It was worth the wait.
That
Speaking
being
of
said,
waiting, do you want to move on to my question of the week?
yeah.
Do you think the 3-month mid-season break drowned the hype for this show?
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah. I think people were very excited about getting the start of season 2 after, I believe it was an 18-month hiatus.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll speak from personal experience. I was pretty excited for the start. And then episode 4 came out, and it was a great cliffhanger on episode 4, but I didn't really think about Invincible too much again in the ensuing months. I thought, well, okay, I'll look forward to it when it comes out. And I think when it did come out, I missed like 3 of the episodes. I didn't hop onto it again until till the week episode 8 released. I caught up on the last 3 and then watched episode 8 the day it came out. But I didn't even know it came out when it returned. So yeah, I definitely wasn't keeping up on it.
Is really bullshit about it is well, they took a break and they said their reasoning was because of the holidays. They didn't want to release episodes during the holidays because everybody's at home or spending time with their family, which, is kind of stupid because you're at home. You're probably watching stuff. So you probably watch stuff with family. But anyway, there's a rumor going around that the real reason that they took a break until March, because they said it would come out early winter of 2024. March is not winter. And the reason they said that is because they want the holiday break, but the real reason a lot of people are speculating on is because Amazon came out with their new advertisements or their new ad things. So if you have just a regular Prime account and you're watching television or movies, you'll sometimes get ad breaks in between episodes, kind of like commercials did, like they used to. Mm-hmm. And the reason that they wait for that, is for that to come out and then the next half of the season to come out so they can make a little bit more money, which is weird because Amazon is probably one of the biggest global phenomenons out there, and why do they need more money? But hey, whatever. So that's why I think it's also bullshit. But for just also the hype diminishing as well, it really sucks when you're going into it, you're getting all the hype, and I will give them some credit. Where they took a break was probably the best way they could have taken a break, with Mark is all injured on the bug planet, Omni-Man's being taken away.
Yep.
So it's like, oh, fuck, what's going to happen? But then you get to the next episode and it's just like, oh, he's just dealing with the trauma from the last episode. It's like, oh, I didn't need to wait 3 months for this. I would have felt probably better if I waited a week for it. And yeah, it's just kind of like, I don't know, it just seems a little schemy. It seems a little bit like, okay, you're lying to us, why you're holding back in this season. And also just, I always hated mid-season breaks. They used to do that for The Walking Dead a lot. When it was 24 episodes a season, they'd release the first 12 and then the next 12 a few months later, and it just dies the hype down. And when they don't announce it a lot, like they used to, you forget about it. Like you said you did. You're like, oh, I didn't realize it was out. So you just you forget about it, and then you start to forget everything that's happened in the first half. So you just kind of need to recap of everything. But yeah, overall, it didn't fully diminish the second season for me, but it just kind of pissed me off.
I don't mind a mid-season break in principle. I understood why they did it back then and why Invincible would do it now. Only thing is, mid-season breaks didn't used to be so long. They used to be maybe 2 weeks, just around Christmas, New Year's, and then you're back to it. Some of them waited till February at the very latest to start again, but not 3 months.
Yeah, ridiculous.
So
absolutely ridiculous.
If they'd waited only a month or two, I think that would have even been okay. But every week that went,
everybody I talked to who was watching it at work, they kind of accepted it past the holidays because we were also so busy, so they accepted that. But 3 months? Like, that's insane.
Okay, maybe here's another conspiracy theory. Just thinking about, just spitballing on the spot.
Ooh, I like this. Okay.
They're working on season 3 right now, yeah?
Yes.
So maybe they thought, let's cut our losses. If we put everything out all at once, it's probably going to be another 18-month wait for season 3. So if we dole out season 2 by a couple months in the middle, the wait between the end of season 2 to the start of season 3 will look better because it won't look like as long as the last gap.
Okay.
They're trying to make themselves. They're trying to make themselves look better for the season 2 to season 3 break.
Yeah.
Maybe because I also saw an interview with Robert Kirkman where he said, "Oh yeah, the season 2 to season 3 gap won't be as long." That's the only reason I'm thinking. Well, was it is this a factor? Were they delaying by 3 months just so that those 3 months weren't on the other side of season 2?
We'll never know. We'll never know. I don't
Yeah.
know. I've just never been a fan of mid-season breaks because I feel like a week is perfect for episodic television. When you release them one by one, you get that whole week of theorizing and it's stuck in your brain all week. It gets you hyped up for the next week. 3 months? I forgot about it like weeks on end sometimes. And then I'd be Google like, okay, when's it coming out? Oh, still not? Okay. And then you forget about it for another 4 weeks. And it's just like, I didn't start watching it again until I think episode 6 was out. So it's just kind of like, what are we doing here? And if it is because of the Amazon ad shit, I'll be so mad. But I won't be able to do anything about it at the same time.
I mean, that's possible, but if they knew Amazon ads was going to come out 3 months from then, they should have known the month before when Invincible started. They should have just delayed the whole show till it came out. I don't. It's weird if they just made that decision within the month and they're like, oh, well, let's delay another 3 months.
Well, it's like they delayed for the holiday and then the ads were coming out. So maybe Amazon's like, we're going to hold off on it. We're going to hold off
I don't
on
know
it
why.
for a little while.
It wasn't good either way. I don't know why they did it.
I don't think there's any good reason for doing it.
No. Just trying to figure out a reason that seemed like a good idea.
They forgot to draw the rest of it.
Maybe. I've also heard that as a theory too, where they just weren't done yet. Somehow.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense. Because why would you start releasing a season if you're not done it?
Yeah.
Which is weird because there's like that trend in Hollywood right now where they've, especially with Marvel movies, they'll start releasing movies and then like on the DVD or the streaming, like they've retouched some of the effects. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I just burped. Yeah. Oh well. Still a good season. Still a great show. Can't wait for season 3. Pray I find a omnibus that's cheaper than going for 100 later on. So, yeah, I'm excited for season 3.
Yeah, me as well. In 2 years.
Yeah.
We'll probably be here. Check back in then.
We'll be here. Still arguing.
Well, if we weren't arguing, why are you watching?
Exactly. Don't worry, guys. Come back after June or July when House of Dragon Season 2 comes out.
Yep. Team Green.
Team Black.
For the win.